This week I'm flying on Emerald Airlines, a franchise partner operating under the Aer Lingus Regional brand from Dublin International Airport to Leeds Bradford. I forget about their 7kg hand luggage allowance, oops, finally find a clean airport lounge shower, and take my first ever flight on the ATR 72. Connecting at Dublin is nothing short of a breeze, even at 04:50 AM in the morning. Plenty of staff on hand to help, signs everywhere, and a simple integrated connection corridor which makes even the tightest of transfers possible. Today's carrier, Emerald Airlines, are a relatively new name in Irish aviation, but they've already carved out a big role as the exclusive operator of Aer Lingus Regional services. Launched in 2020, Emerald took over the franchise following the collapse of Stobart Air, which had previously operated these routes under the same branding. The timing couldn't have been trickier, launching during the pandemic, but Emerald hit the ground running, quickly securing the public service obligation contracts and rebuilding a vital network of domestic and UK regional routes from Ireland. The airline operates a growing fleet of ATR 72-600 turboprops, all in Aer Lingus liveries, offering a consistent experience for passengers connecting through Dublin or Belfast. While technically separate from Aer Lingus itself, the integration is smooth. Emerald flights appear on the Aer Lingus website, and the service model, loyalty program and branding all align. It's a great example of a franchise partnership working well, especially in markets where mainline jets don't make economic sense. Emerald may be a new player, but it's already become an essential part of the Aer Lingus operation. It was now time to head to the lounge, and although not included in my ticket, my Priority Pass membership gains me access to the Liffey Lounge. The space is quite small, but it was a nice area to relax and refresh. It's just a shame that one member of staff chose to act unprofessionally, seemingly going out of his way to disrupt as many of my shots as possible. I've never quite understood that kind of behaviour. That aside though, there was a coffee machine, hot water boiler, and a selection of teas from Robert Roberts. There was also still and sparkling water available on tap, various free pour spirits available, and a soft drinks machine. There was also a fridge with bottled beers and wine available too, although at 5 AM in the morning it was just a little bit too early for me. Now it is just worth bearing in mind that the Liffey Lounge offers no hot food, so there was overnight oat bowls available for breakfast, along with a continental style offering of fruits, cheeses and meats. And finally, a bakery selection of scones, Danish pastries, pain au chocolats, and a variety of gluten-free bakes too. The Liffey Lounge also offers Press Reader if you want to read the latest newspapers and magazines, and as I had around 15 minutes to spare, I asked the staff if I could take a quick shower, and to my surprise it was free and available. It was superbly clean with Geneva Guild complimentary toiletries and crisp cotton towels. Not a hard job, take note, Plaza Premium Toronto Pearson. Dublin Airport have a sense of place project with this particular installation called Vibrant Irish Light. It's really nice and gives the airport a real sense of brightness. After walking through here, I headed down to my gate as my flight had already begun boarding. I asked the gate agent if it was possible for a seat with an empty space beside me, and she kindly obliged, moving me to seat 5A, before issuing me a new paper-printed boarding pass. I then noticed the 7kg limit for hand luggage and rather mistakenly thought it was 10 kilograms. Nobody checked today though, so the bottles of maple syrup lived to tell the tale. Now all Emerald Airlines flights depart from remote gates, so you must board a bus which takes you to the aircraft. It was nice seeing all the different airlines that operate here out of Dublin. And here we are. Today's aircraft is a 10-year-old ATR 72 turboprop aircraft, which was originally delivered to Garuda Indonesia before joining the Emerald Airlines fleet on the 19th of May 2025, just 4 days before me taking this flight over to Leeds Bradford. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So as we board, let me tell you how much I paid for this flight, because it was an absolute steal. The entire flight, including hand luggage and seat selection, cost just €62.59. That's around £54 sterling, super cheap. The aircraft is in a 2-2 seating configuration, which is great if you're travelling with a companion. Here's my seat today, 5A, right next to the window, and I've got an empty seat next to me too. The legroom is above average, which makes for a comfortable ride, and there's personal reading lights and air vents in the panel above your seat. The overhead bins are small but practical, and there's a fold-down tray table too. Well, it's the first time I've had a chance to speak to you, but I'm now on board this Emerald Airlines ATR 72 to Leeds. I am absolutely shattered. Now, this was a huge trip, so I initially flew over on the Global Airlines inaugural flight from Manchester to New York's JFK, stayed there for the night, flew up to Toronto Pearson with Flair Airlines. I'll put these links up top if you've not seen any of these videos. Did the review on that. That was a 737 MAX 8. Then flew over from
Leeds, flight number
Toronto Pearson to Dublin this morning with Aer Lingus on the A330. And now flying back to Leeds. It was the closest place to my nearest airport, so yeah, looking forward to this one. Looking forward to showing you around. But I'm absolutely shattered. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the Aer Lingus video. We made a flatbed in economy. It's a good spoiler.
Very quickly we'll turn back on ourselves, coasting out in the Donabate area, heading out across towards Anglesey initially, then along the North Wales coast, and once we get to about Liverpool direction we'll turn north slightly into Leeds. Short flight time today in the region of 45 minutes. Latest weather in Leeds very similar to here, light breeze, temperatures 10 degrees. We'll get back to you later at the flight, update you on our weather and landing time. Meantime, just ask you to give your full attention now to Amanda and Maria when they carry out the safety demonstration. Thank you.
Now, even on a flight of this length, where the seatbelt sign is on longer than it's off, the two cabin crew members still operate a full service, including hot and cold drinks, alcohol including wines, ciders, beers and mixers, and snacks too. There's even a duty-free service available as well. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, as we crossed the Irish Sea, I crashed. I'd been on the go for an ungodly amount of hours and was ready for bed. See what gives it away in my next piece to camera. Well, it's another flight that's absolutely flown. Yeah, talk about a bad hair day. 45 minutes and we're nearly touching down, about 5 minutes to go. So, it's been interesting. Really enjoyed my Emerald Airlines experience. Of course, it's very basic. It's just a shuttle bus, really, when you think about it. The cabin crew do 6 of these rotations a day, so ultimately it is just like a bus, isn't it? A regional train kind of thing. But it's been really nice. Plane is super spotlessly clean. There's obviously the onboard service as well if you fancy a quick cup of tea. But other than that, there's not much to report on because there's not much to do. The sooner you're up, the sooner you're coming back down. But I hope you've enjoyed your look around Emerald Airlines on this ATR 72 from Dublin to Leeds. And I'll see you in the next one.
Good morning, you're all very welcome to Leeds Bradford, where the local time is 8:33 a.m.
I'd gone into this experience not quite knowing what to expect. A regional turboprop flight, my first, a low-cost ticket and an unfamiliar airline brand. But what I found was something quietly impressive, a well-oiled machine where everything just worked. From check-in to landing, the operation felt polished, professional and remarkably efficient. For the price I paid, it was exceptional value, and I'd have no hesitation in flying with Emerald Airlines again. In fact, I'd recommend it, quite happily. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss another upload. Plenty more aviation, travel and hotel content coming your way. See you in the next one.